Hey, what is up, lovelies? It is Lynn the Gotcha Goblin, and today we're going to go over a really fun video. Well, not fun video, a fun post that I saw on Reddit. Okay, so this is by Jules Vernon Dursley. Share the exact moments you saw the appeal in each love interest. I downloaded the game after seeing Silus's intro sequence on TikTok. Then I fell for Raphael during his first Bond story, which is just damn hilarious to me. Zane and Xavier took a while for me to get around to, and I started when Radiant Brilliance was going on and had missed all the big OG3 releases. But seeing the Misty Invasion cards on YouTube finally convinced me of the potential, especially Xavier's. The thing he has for MC's legs is, phew. Now Xav is my third favorite, haha. With Caleb, I'm still undecided, but I do love a man in uniform, so the myth companion was, I'm guessing this is Uwu, I'm not really sure. Anyway, I actually wanted to share with you guys my personal experience as to why I started out as a Zane girly and then turned into a Harem girly. So it's actually really interesting. Let's go over to my phone and we're going to, go through this sequentially for me. Okay, so when I first actually started playing the game, I was enraptured by Raphael. Okay, I know this is actually really crazy. So Raphael, let me see if I bring up his rarity. So the first 5-star that I ever got was Before Sunrise. And this card, I was like, oh my god, this might be exactly the kind of game that I'm looking forward to playing. Which is really funny because I had seen a video of, I have no idea who that person is. I don't know if they even make any more Love and Deepspace content. But I saw somebody reacting to Your Fragrance by Raphael. And that's what got me to download the game. And it took me forever to actually get that card, which is actually really, really funny to me. Do I even have it? Do I have it on this account? Yes. So it was Your Fragrance that I had seen on, I think, YouTube Shorts or TikTok. And I was like, ooh, maybe I should download and try this game out. So I downloaded and tried the game out. I didn't think I was going to like it. Actually, I didn't think I was going to stick around playing this game. But that quickly did. Obviously, I'm still here. So this was the first 5-star that I got. I enjoyed this so much, and I was like, ooh, let me try to get more of Raphael's cards. And when I tried to get to know him more in the story, I found him to be really fun, really kind of like mysterious and stuff. But his playful demeanor when you first meet him wasn't really my thing. I was like, nah. If I was younger, it would have definitely worked on me right away. But now that I'm older, it didn't really entice me as much. And who I ended up falling for was Zane. So with Zane, it's really interesting the way that I actually liked him the most. It was because, okay, so I actually stopped liking Raphael for a while. Xavier was a little bit odd to me, so I didn't actually like Xavier. And I was like, okay, the only other option at that time was Zane. And I was like, ooh. When I first met him in the story, I was like, why does his voice sound so weird? I was like, I don't know if I like this guy. I saw more potential in liking Xavier. That's why I was like, I don't think I'm going to end up playing this game for long. Until, that voice line? Hold on. That voice line that Zane says? Like, if you tap him a few times. I don't know if he's going to say this.
Cardiologists know a lot about this.
No. Not that one. He says...
Did you hear my heart beating?
I don't want to... Blink. I don't know if I can get him to say that line.
Is this your new hobby?
Nah, I don't think I can. But it's that voice line with Zane where he says, surgeons tie knots. I was like, ooh, okay. So that's what actually sparked my first interest in Zayn, and I was like, okay, all right. And when I experienced his bond memory, I was like, I don't really care for it. Actually, let's look at what his bond memories are, because I kind of forgot. Okay, so the first one is... Oh, right. So this bond memory here where you have lunch with him, and then at the very end of it, there was that miscommunication about what Zayn had given the embassy, whether it was snowballs or seals. I found that really cute. And then when I experienced nostalgic sweetness, I was like, wow, this guy has like a kinder side to him. And so that's when I liked Zayn. When I liked Xavier, that is a good question. What was his Bond stories again? I honestly forgot the Bond stories because it's been so long. So his Bond story was the plushie Go-Go. This one I thought was ridiculous. I was like, wow, something is wrong with Xavier. I found it really funny, and I enjoyed that there was humor, but it was Night of Warmth that really touched my heart, and I was like, oh, he's really nice, he's really cute. But I wasn't like into him yet. What got me into Xavier was, let's see, which one was it? It was one of his standard memories, actually. It was it Fragment of Time? It was either Fragment of Time or Precious Bonfire. Oh no. Ooh, wait. Fragment of Time, Precious Bonfire, or Fluffy Trap? I played those back to back to back because I had them and I hadn't played them yet. And I watched all of those and I was like, Xavier's actually a really cute guy. You know, he's a really sweet individual. And he's also kind of sassy, which is really funny. And he's also very protective of the MC, which I really enjoyed. Then I read his anecdotes, and that made me really sad. And I really like angst, so that got me too. Needless to say, that's how Zayn also got me into his story, because of his myth. When I first played the myths, I thought that they were going to be happy-go-lucky, happy endings. No, I cried. I cried during Zayn's myth story, standard myth, and that one kind of just broke me down. So that is when I actually fell for Xavier. And what else? Oh, and okay, when this memory came out, the limited myth memory for Xavier was also the time that I was still learning about him. And when I saw this part, I was like, oh my god, okay, alright, I see it, I see the potential here, the potential is high. And every time I experience Xavier's cards now, I'm waiting for this side of him to come out, and it is my favorite thing about Xavier, and I will never ever regret that. So I don't regret getting his 2 myth cards. Needless to say, I fell in love with Misty Invasion Xavier version. And then with Raphael, let's see, Raphael, I kind of fell back in love with him after experiencing his Bond memory. Was it his Bond memory? Ebb and Flow. Oh my god. I actually was going to re-experience this. I started re-experiencing it, I think last month. Was it last month? That's why it's at 88% right now. Nightly Stroll, I was like, because he's in the hospital and he was playing like he fell over by himself or something like that. And he was playing it up to be this huge thing. I wasn't into that, but after experiencing Ebb and Flow, I was like, ooh, there is something deeper to this guy. I don't understand what his story is, but let me give him a shot, because that whole, like, I didn't know what he was yet. I didn't know that he was a merman at this point that I had experienced Ebb and Flow. So it was much of a shock to me. And it made me more curious about Raphael. And then I read his anecdotes, and then I learned more about his backstory, and I was like, wow, Raphael has a really interesting story too. And when I experienced his myth itself, I experienced it in one go while I was working out. And I was like, oh, wow. And I thought it was going to be just as sad as Zane's, but he actually had a pretty happy ending in this one. And that was really nice. That was really nice to experience. And then who next? So I talked about the OG3. Silus, I was actually very iffy about Silus when he first came out. I was very excited, of course. I'm always very excited when I try something new. I think that's just me. But when did I actually like him? That is a really good question. Oh, wait a minute. Of course. It was when I experienced Night Plumes. Night Plumes is when I was like, oh, he's really sweet. Night Plumes and Within Reach. Because Within Reach actually has a very sweet side of it. Especially if you experience his 4-star memory tender moments. Which one is it? Oh my god, Razor's Grip and Razor's Dance also. Because I had experienced this, I think, within 1 week, like everything that he had. Melodic Wave was really funny to me, and Tender Curve was really sweet, but it wasn't really like interesting. I think what really got me was Razor's Grip, Razor's Dance. Melodic Weave made me laugh and see like a funny side to him. And then it was the Within Reach and oops, wrong one. Oops. And Night Plumes. Yeah. That is when I liked Silus. Now with Caleb, I gotta say, his main story branch is what got me. His main story branch is 100% what got me to like Caleb, because he just seems like such a deep character. He has so much unexplained story behind him that I don't even know about yet, because I haven't experienced his bond. I haven't experienced his limited myth, his standard myth yet, and his 5-star memories. I haven't done any of that yet, and I'm already hooked because I liked how well his main story was written, because it has so much potential to what this character can bring into the game, and how well the devs has been progressing the story. So that is when I actually really ended up liking Caleb. So that is pretty much it. That is my experience. I like to share like the exact moments that I felt for each of the love interests. I'm very excited to see whoever the 6th love interest is going to be. So that is on the horizon, probably in like 6 months time. Until then, you know, I am a harem girly. I have no specific favorites. I do favor Silus and Caleb just because it is harder to level them up as opposed to the other love interests. So that is my personal experience. And it is also hard for me to pull cards for Xavier and Raphael on my account, because my phone actually favors Silus and Zane. So it's very interesting. Anyway, that is pretty much it. If you want to subscribe to the channel, thank you so much. And if you want to share your exact moment of when you fell for your specific love interest, whether you're a harem girly or if you like just 1 or 2, let me know down in the comments below, because it is very interesting to see like what specifically interests us in this game, like how Infold was able to successfully like reel us in, basically. So yeah, leave your comments down below, and I will be reading them and replying to a few of you. Alright, thank you all so much for watching. I am Lynn the Gotcha Goblin, and I will see you lovelies in the next video. Bye bye now!